Hello? Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Hello? Hello? Hooray! Let the show begin. I've been ready. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. We are once again live on Trippy Food. We are joined by a cast of billions and Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. What do you think, Doodle? What do you think? Why are your ears back, Doodle? Why are your ears back? That means you're nervous. Why are you nervous? It's your adoring public out there. Look, say hi. Say hi. So look, here's the thing. You always come in here, it's kind of like you've been Pavloved, right? So you think that it's time for a snack. So I have to give you a snack. And if you take off, and then you take off, I'm gonna give you a half a snack. I'm gonna pace you today. What do you think? Is that okay? All right. That's you can have a big one. There you go. And off he goes. So there we go. Hey everybody, welcome back and happy Sunday to some of you, Monday to others of you. We are already joined by Greg Wells. We have Eli in the room. We've got Miguel Rangel and we've got Jared Tierno. So now it's a party. Welcome everybody. Sorry about the change of date, although to be fair, it might be an ongoing thing. So I'm considering changing to Sundays moving forward, just because of other things that are going on right now and scheduling, etc. So thinking about that, but you know, clearly I'll let you know. Drinking out of our Colombia coffee mug from Colombia, not from Juan Valdez. How is everybody's weekend so far? Hey, John King is into the room. Welcome, John King. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So we've done a lot of cool stuff. I do a regular episode on Thursday, so that's just my shtick. That's my thing, right? Because our Trippy Food episodes come out every Thursday. But if there's something timely or something that I'm doing for somebody, then I'll put those out during the week. So you notice, like last week, I think I did like 3 or 4. This week coming up, there's going to be about 3 or 4 as well. Starting Monday, let's see. Monday we have, what do we got? Monday, we have Snack Attack. So Takis Nitro and Dragon Sweet Chili, and that's with Julie. And then Tuesday, we have Viewer's Choice. We're doing beer ramen, and that's for Matt Zion from Reckless Eating. Beer ramen. He didn't exactly ask for it, but if you watch the episode, you'll figure it out. And then another Viewer's Choice on Wednesday, Frozen Jello. And that was for Haley, who had suggested that one. And then we have a regular Thursday episode. Got nothing planned for Friday, but we might do something for Friday, so we'll see. Hey, Janice has entered the room. I'm sorry, did I miss you, Janice? Or was I just like looking elsewhere and talking and just didn't see your name? So today we're thematic, and we are going with things from Cost Plus World Market. Now, to be fair, it's not really called Cost Plus World Market anymore. It used to be called Cost Plus World Market. Now it's just World Market. And they've evolved over the years. So the first Cost Plus store opened in 1958 in San Francisco. I think it was right on Fisherman's Wharf. And it was opened by William Amthor and Lincoln Bartlett, I think it is. And essentially, it was basically a way to open a warehouse to sell stuff that they had acquired. And so that was the first one. Now, the reason they call it Cost Plus was because everything in the store was at cost plus 10%. So it was called Cost Plus. And then they added the World Market, the name World Market to it back in the 1990s. And eventually, they just dropped the Cost Plus. So that none of them are really called Cost Plus World Market anymore, but it's been around so long that everybody calls it Cost Plus World Market, including myself. So it was kind of like, when I decided to title the live stream today, it was a play on words. So I said Cost Plus World Market equals live stream. Get it? Cost plus World Market equals live stream. Get it? Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy and blah. Yeah. You do that, Sonic. Okay. I just saw that pop up as well. I don't know if they're telling me to guard my privacy, abide by our community guidelines. I always do, but maybe that's just something they throw up there when you're going to do a live stream, just so that they make sure that you follow the rules. Well, we've been doing this for some time now. I'm pretty sure we're following the rules. We follow the rules even if those aren't the rules. So basically, a lot of people ask about that, especially about the YouTube episodes, the regular episodes. And people ask about that. And it's kind of like we maintain the episodes as being family friendly. And it's not so much that, like I can't talk like a drunken sailor, because I can. I can actually be a drunken sailor, except for the sailor part. I'm not so good at that. But I just don't do that on YouTube for several reasons. One is we have kids in these videos. So the Entenmann's, excuse me, got something in my throat. Bad air quality today is what they say. The Entenmann's ice cream sandwich episode that came out last week had my granddaughters in it, right? So like to keep it family friendly. It's not a family channel. It's not a kids channel. It's not but I like to keep it family friendly because A, kids are in it sometimes, and B, you can watch this with your kids and not have to be embarrassed or have to say, I'll tell you about that later, son. So that's kind of why we do that. But the other reason that we do that is because I know of so many YouTubers who have had strikes and videos taken down because YouTube changed their terms of service and just said, oh no, we're not allowing that anymore. We're not allowing, or there's this kind of like maybe it's like this kind of unwritten rule thing, and they go, okay, you can't swear in the first 15 minutes or 15 seconds or whatever it is, and then you can only use the S word once. Or the F-bomb, drop the F-bomb once, or so. I don't even know. I don't even know what it is. But we just avoid that completely. And that's kind of why we do a family-friendly channel and a family-friendly live stream. So there you have it. There's the explanation. Okay, I got my discount on my plane tickets and will be in Los Angeles soon, Val. Oh, cool, John. So are you still based out of Canada, or are you moving back to I know you were in the LA area for a while. Are you coming back to the LA area to live, or is this just a visit? What are you doing, John? No, and it's not Costco or Costco Plus. It's Cost Plus World Market. And again, it's probably unfamiliar because they don't really use that anymore. So once they added the World Market, then eventually they dropped the Cost Plus, and now it's just World Market. So I still say Cost Plus World Market just because I used to say Cost Plus World Market was called Cost Plus World Market. So, I just forget about that stuff. Looks like Janice set you straight there. So there you go. I remember Price Club, Noggles. Yeah, well, actually, Noggles is back, Sonic. We did, I think we did an episode at Noggles. I don't remember because it was with Matt Zion from Reckless Eating and Janice Yamanaka. We did a Noggles episode. And I think Matt did a Noggles episode, and maybe even Janice did an episode at that same time. So Janice, did you do an episode when you, me, and Matt were at Noggles? So when Sonic says that he remembers Noggles, if you were not in the Southern California area, you won't remember Noggles. But Noggles was the predecessor to Del Taco. So they came out first, and I think the person who owned Noggles sold everything and sold the rights and everything to Del Taco. And some of the menu items are still there, but I don't remember how many years ago it was. Janice might remember. Somebody had bought the rights to Noggles, bought their logo, the menus, bought the rights to all that, and they started opening Noggles. So to the best of my knowledge, there were 3 open. I don't know if they've opened more since then, but like I said, Janice and Matt Zion and I went out to one of the Noggles and we filmed an episode there. And I have to tell you that it is miles and miles and miles better than Del Taco. I imagine it's like what Del Taco was like when Del Taco first, when they first became Del Taco, is probably what they were. Over the years, and maybe I'm just going to the wrong Del Taco. I don't know what it is, but every time I've been to Del Taco, I've not been pleased with what they have. So I may change it up next time, and I may go to a different Del Taco, but we'll see. But that's the Noggles that he's talking about. Van de Kamp restaurant, I don't remember. That's probably a local thing, and that's long gone. Toys R Us was national, and then they just went bankrupt, and they're gone. Sears, has Sears completely closed? I don't know if they're completely closed or not. I know just recently they've closed some more stores, but I don't know. They may still be around. Price Club, I don't remember. I don't know if that was a local Southern California thing. And what about Long John Silver Fish and Chips? They're still around, as far as I know. Long John Silver's still around. Not great, but still around. It's fast food seafood. So you can imagine how good that is. I am in Canada. We'll be moving to Modesto after I visit y'all in Los Angeles. Oh, cool. Okay. So when do you get here, John, and how long will you be here? Let us know. S Motors isn't paying us. S Motors isn't paying us YouTubers enough in salaries. Let's strike UAW. We're not in a union, Sonic, and they're paying us what they're paying us. Now they're not paying all YouTubes enough, and they're not paying salaries. They're paying on how many. They're paying on how many ads are watched. That's what we get paid on. I don't get paid that much anyways, but I don't have that many subscribers. So the more watches that you have, the more likes that you have, the more people who watch the video all the way through, the more money you make. That's how it works. So yeah, that's our demands. I have 5,400 subscribers. It's not enough to make demands. Speaking of subscribers, and I don't know where Tom is. Tom is getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, and you know what happens when Tom gets to 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully he joins us today. No, only you and Matt did Noggles episodes. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Janice posted the link. So at the bottom of the chat right now, if you see the link there, that's the episode that we posted with Janice at Noggles. So Sonic, you might be interested in that because you say you remember Noggles. Hey, Lola Griffin has entered the room. Welcome, Lola. Hey, I just wanted to ask you guys right off the bat, as far as logistics go, how's the audio? Because I know what happens is that sometimes when I'm ready to start doing a live stream, I switch the camera and I switch the audio. So the audio uses the camera for the audio. And usually what happens is it pegs it at 100%. So the microphone's at 100%. So I have to go in there. Now I go in there ahead of time and I bring it back down about 75% or so. So how is it today? Is it okay? Because I did that before we started as I went in there and I brought it back down to 75. So hopefully that's good. Hey, Ice Hand is in the room. Welcome, Ice Hand. Glad you could join us. Val, I love their Noggles burger. The taco and burritos were so good. Well, Sonic, it sounds like you need to make a trip to Noggles. And I'm trying to think. I think the three of them that are around now are in Orange County, if I'm not mistaken. But again, Janice is the expert on Noggles because I think she goes there a lot. So she can probably tell us where the Noggles are. And again, as far as I remember, there were three of them. One of them closed for maintenance or something, but I think it was supposed to be a short time thing, and I don't know if they reopened or not. So, so Sonic, sounds like you need to get out to Noggles because I can't tell you because I never ate at Noggles when Noggles was around, so I can't tell you if the new Noggles is lovingly recreating how Noggles used to be. I just know that it's good. So, I would be interested if you go and you give it a try and see if the menu items are close to what the menu items used to be when you used to go to Noggles. So Sonic, do that for me. That would be your homework assignment. October 5th, I will be in Los Angeles for 2 weeks. Oh, well, John, you have my email address, I think, val@trippyfood.com. Send me an email. Let me know exactly where you're going to be, and I will try to get together with you. So that would be kind of cool. Let's see. Good for you, Tom. I see Tom, and I don't see. I see somebody referencing Tom, but I don't see Tom. Did Tom come into the room? Did Tom sneak into the room? Did I miss Tom somewhere? I have it on live chat, so I'm not missing anything. My problem is when you do food reviews and have the background music too loud. Lois, sometimes I have to do that only because there's a hum in the background that I'm trying to get rid of, or there's background music that I have to get rid of because. I try if I go to a place that has music playing in the background, I can't have copyrighted music on the videos. And so I try to eat outside. And if outside, let's say somebody's playing music nearby and you can just barely hear it, I sometimes I have to boost the music up a little bit just to overcome that. Or like I said, if there's a hum, air conditioner hum or something like that, I think if you're going to have background noise, music is better than the loud hum and stuff like that. So I'm doing that. I'm trying to keep it low. It's funny because when I bring the music in, I usually set it at 10%. And then if it sounds too loud to me, I can bring it down as far as 3%. Like some of the videos have it at 3 or 5%. And even there, maybe they sound too loud. So, you know, I'm not sure how to get around that, Lois. But, you know, I'm sorry if it becomes annoying or if it affects your enjoyment of the videos. But, you know, trying to work with different things and stuff. So haven't really got it down to a science where it's, you know, it's just right. And I don't know what the good, what a good balance is, right? I mean, like to your ears, music might be too loud. To other people, they go like, that music is so low in the background, I can just barely hear it. And maybe that's okay. You know, maybe that's okay. But the thing is, if I bring it down too much, it's just like it's noise. It becomes noise in the background because you really can't make out what, you know, you can't make out what it is. You can't hear it. So I don't know. It's kind of a sticky situation. I'm not sure how to overcome that. If any of you guys have ideas, I'd love to hear them on music in our videos. I could do them without. I think if you go back to like our original videos, for the longest time, we didn't have music in our videos. I think music helps sometimes, like especially when I have long segments where there's no talking in there and I'm making something, everything in music helps. Maybe we just put it in there in those sections. Maybe we just put it in when there's background noise or when there's hum or something. I don't know. I'm up for suggestions. You don't have to put that in the suggestion box. You can tell me that here. I'm up for suggestions on that. Noggles are in Stanton, Fountain Valley, and Artesia. So they have not opened another one yet, Janice. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Janice, but one of them had closed for maintenance. I think maybe something happened to the roof or something. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the Stanton one. This was the one that we ate at. Used to be both Pioneer's Chicken and Noggles on the corner of Atlantic Boulevard. Yeah, and Pioneer Chicken, there's two actual Pioneer Chickens left. There was a Pioneer Chicken. There was somebody who was doing Pioneer Chicken, but it wasn't a Pioneer Chicken in the Galleria in K-Town, the K-Town Galleria. And they were doing Pioneer Chicken. They were getting the Pioneer Chicken supplies and everything. And then eventually they stopped doing that. So now they kind of reverse engineered the Pioneer Chicken, and they're still doing the chicken, but now they're using their own ingredients and everything, and they're not associated with Pioneer's Chicken. So there's really only two Pioneer Chickens left. And so I think we did the episode at the place in the Galleria. We didn't do it at an actual Pioneer Chicken, but there's a Reckless Eating episode when I think it was the We Go Main Show LA. When we were doing LA, we went to Pioneer Chicken. So I did go to Pioneer Chicken with Matt and Michelle from Reckless Eating. I might go to one of the original Pioneer Chickens for Trippy Food and do a Trippy Food episode there. So, you know, we'll see. All right. Joshua G is there. You have a great day as well, Joshua. I'm glad you could make it. Glad you could join us today. So we're at 1:18 p.m. It's not too late to start. We have, I think, 7 snacks. What do I call them snacks? Because some of them aren't really snacky, but I think we have 7 or 8. I think we had 8 last time, and we had plenty of time in 2 hours to do it. So we're on track. It is 1:18 p.m. We'll get started here in a second. We'll start with our adult beverage, which is right there. And then hopefully the Prince of Darkness will join us again. Don't mind me while I finish off my morning coffee. Good to the last drop. Actually, I did have some Colombian coffee that Claudia brought back with me, and it was Cafe Quindio, which is like really, really good, exceptional, but ran out. So I have to wait till one of us goes back to Colombia and brings them back. All right, done with that. So let's get on with it, shall we? Val and everyone yell what? I can't see that because there's that stupid heart, and I can't get rid of that. It's like the what do you call it? They're like little icons, emoticons, or whatever you want to call them, and they're just kind of sitting on the last thing, so I can never see the whole thing. So yell out moo, moo. I'm like boo. Halloween's coming up, then we can yell out boo. So now we're just moo, moo. All right, Janice is there. We can only assume that she's actually yelling that out, but she's using all caps, so I think she's yelling it out. All righty. So the first question is, did I cover everything? I covered everything. All right. The first question is, what is Chateaubriand? Again, the question, what is Chateaubriand? All righty. So we are going to start with our adult beverage here. And this is Cervezas Premium do Brasil Xingu, Xingu, I think is how they pronounce it, Xingu Black Beer. Now, this is a Brazilian beer, but it's brewed in Canada. It's brewed for a Brazilian company, but it's brewed in Canada. It's at 4.6 ABV, which is about average, a little less than average. Average is about 5. And this was created by Cesario Melo Franco in 1987. And so basically, he bought a brewery that was kind of failing in Colombia, in Caçador, Brazil. It was Cervejaria Caçadorense. He purchased it and he started the brewing there. So basically, he had encountered. He was kind of an explorer. He and his wife, and they found some records, some old records from 1557 that were talking about a black beer that was being produced in the Amazon rainforest, and they were using corn and manioc to make this beer. Now, manioc is it's also called cassava, or a lot of people know it as yuca, not yucca, yuca. You can't eat yucca, but you can eat yuca, and you have to cook it before you can eat it. But cassava or yucca, and corn was made from that. So he basically found records of this, and he tried to reproduce it. He had it reproduced locally at this brewery. Once he found that, the company has been cranking it out again. And so this is their main product, which is Xingu Black Beer. And again, it's made. I don't know if they still make this with corn and cassava. I don't know, because there's no ingredients on that. And why is there no ingredients on there? Because they put a lot of stuff in beer. They never put ingredients on beer. They say what it has notes of. They say what it has flavors of. And sometimes it says like made with real peanut butter or made with real milk or whatever. And some of them have ingredients, but some of them don't even have ingredients. So you have to guess. So this is our adult beverage of the day. Nuts now has yucca fries. Yucca fries. I always mistake that. Two completely different things. Yucca is which is also cassava, is the root of a plant. That's an edible root of a plant. Yucca is a type of plant, like in Joshua Tree, California. Those Joshua trees, they are a variety of yucca plant, and yucca are not edible. Hey, Adam Heb is in the room. Welcome, Adam. Joining us today is Richard Simmons, because I want the bottle cap, because I have not tried this beer before. Now, I'm curious, is it black? Can't tell on this bottle, or we'll know in a second. Where is Julie to rate my pour? That's not black. Dark brown? I'll give it dark brown. Not dark brown, dark brown. Or, or as they say in Massachusetts, dark brown. It's dark brown. Great Scott, Marty. It almost has like it almost has like a shortbread smell. It smells like it's going to be sweet. All right. Wow, look at that. I was not expecting that. I wish I had a straw. Oh well. Let's give this a shot. Now, on the bottle, right here, it says smooth as silk. And that's no lie. It is a very, very smooth beer. You don't taste the alcohol themselves. It smells sweet, but there isn't a lot of sweetness in there. There's a slight bitterness. It's almost like a molasses flavor. And it has a very unique flavor, and I don't know if that's because it's brewed with corn and yucca. I don't know. Again, I don't know. But it's really, the slight hint of alcohol, but it doesn't have that alcohol burn. Again, it's a 4.6. I think 4.6. Yeah, 4.6 ABV. So it's a little bit lower in alcohol. It doesn't have that alcohol burn or bite to it. It's pretty mellow, actually, especially for a dark beer. I mean, look at that. It's like, it looks like it should be like a stout, but it's not. It's not a stout. It's very light, actually, very mild, very mellow. This I think I still would pair this with like a red meat. I don't think I would go pork or chicken with this. I don't think I would go with fish. We do like a red meat with this. I think it's pretty sturdy, but it's not overpowering and everything. I think it would go really well with like a burger. It would go good with a burger. That, my friends, is going to get a thumbs up. And there you go. Oh, John Debney has entered the room. Welcome, John. Good to see you again, pal. Glad you can make it. Nice to see you on a Sunday. Did I miss anybody else? I think I've been yapping. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus because one day is equal to 285 Earth days and 1 year is equal to 255 Earth days. And so, Adam, the explanation for that, the reason why a day is longer than a year is because a day is the amount of time that a planet makes a complete rotation. And it's not a rotation around the sun, it's a complete rotation around its axis, right? So it's facing the sun, and then it rotates, and then it comes back, and it's facing the sun again. That period, that long, it takes, on Earth, it takes 24 hours to go all the way around and come back to the same point, facing the sun, right? So that's a day. So apparently on Venus, it takes 285 Earth days to, let's see, is that right? 1 day, yeah. It takes 285 Earth days for it to rotate completely, And then rotating around the sun, it's 255 Earth days. It's closer to the sun. So the orbit is smaller than the Earth's orbit. Venus is one planet closer to the sun. So that explains that. Not that it needed to be explained, but, I was there. The Beatles song Day in Life has a frequency only dogs can hear. Yeah, at the end. It's at the very end, and it's there to annoy, intentionally there to annoy dogs, so that when people were listening to the record, all of a sudden their dog would start barking, and people would wonder why they would stop barking. So, they did. That was I think probably when they really started getting creative and really started relying on George Martin to help them out and doing things that they hadn't done before. Like, for instance, for the benefit of Mr. Kite, there's Calliope in there. There's a Calliope tape of Calliope in there. And what John Lennon told them to do was to cut the audio tape into strips. Then he threw it up in the air and let it land on the floor in the studio. And he says, "Now put it back together." And they go, "Yeah, but we don't know which one's first." He goes, "No, just put it back together as it landed. Just put it together like that." That's why some of the Calliope sounds are backwards. They're not in order or anything else like that. So they were doing all kinds of creative stuff on Sgt. Pepper, because that's what A Day in Life is from, Sgt. Pepper. Hey, Joshua Maxwell is in the room. Welcome, Joshua. Good to see you. The T-Rex lived closer to the first Waffle House than it did to the Stegosaurus. Lived closer to the first Waffle House than it did to the Stegosaurus. Where did the Stegosaurus live? The Stegosaurus must have lived in Canada, where they don't have Waffle Houses. And the Waffle Houses are throughout the South, which was interesting because I didn't realize that T-Rex. Well, I guess T-Rexes were in North America. Maybe it wasn't even North America back then. That was back when everything was. Maybe it was back in Pangea. I don't know. Not well versed in those things. All right, so let's go back to our card, and the question was, what is Chateaubriand? And the guesses were, let's see, seemed like such a long time ago, only because it was such a long time ago. What is Chateaubriand? Ice Hand says steak. Miguel Rangel says wine. John King says Doler wine with a side of kumquats. Obviously speaking for Tom, who's not here yet. Janice Yamanaka is very specific. She says Chateaubriand is a dish that traditionally consists of a large front cut of tenderloin between two lesser pieces of meat that are discarded after cooking. Oh, from Wikipedia. So Janice looked it up. So she has to be right. I think those are the only guesses. And yeah, it's steak. It's a cut of steak. So you are absolutely correct. Stegosaurus tended to like internet pancakes. That's funny. Stegosaurus, I think, was a vegetarian, if I'm not mistaken. So he probably liked veggie grill. Probably didn't go to IHOP at all. All right, so time to ask another question and get into our first snack. So the question is, and the password is, what is the French word for a cake shop? Again, what is the French word for a cake shop? All right, let's dig in and grab our first snack. Now, I'm going to go with this one first because I am so excited to try this. These. So these are Keogh chips. Now, I think we've done Keogh chips before. We have had the great pleasure of doing the Keogh flame grilled Irish steak, which today is my favorite chip. The reason is because it's called flame grilled Irish steak. It is one of the only chips that I'm aware of that actually uses meat. It was like powdered beef that they put in it. They were amazing, and it's the one that you never can find. Now, again, these are easy to find in Cost Plus World Market. World Market. I don't know if I've seen these anywhere else besides there, but World Market is my go-to place for Keogh's chips. So this is a flavor that just came out that I have not seen before, and this is Cashel blue cheese and caramelized onion. Now, Cashel, people see Cashel blue cheese, like, what is Cashel blue cheese? Well, Cashel is the farm, Cashel Irish farmhouse cheesemakers is where they get this cheese. So again, it's an Irish brand of chips, and they're going to use Irish ingredients. And so they go to this Cashel, I'm saying that right, Cashel? I think it's Cashel. Irish farmhouse cheesemakers. Blessed are the cheesemakers. They were founded in, the company was founded in 1984 by Lewis Grubb in Fetard County, Tipperary, Ireland. But the farmhouse has been producing cheese for a lot longer than that. It's just that as a company, as a cheese company, it was founded in 1984 by Lewis Grubb. Really, really excited about that. And for those who don't know about Keogh's farm has been around. They have been a working farm for over 200 years in North County, Dublin, Ireland. But the crisps end of the business was started in 2001. Yes, I said crisps because in the UK and Ireland, potato chips are referred to as crisps. Sort of like the issue with Pringles. So because Pringles are made with wheat and other things, and they're all kind of flaked and formed and everything, they're not really fried potatoes. They're not really, potato chips per se. So in the UK, they're not allowed to call them crisps because they're not true crisps. So in the UK, Pringles are called chips. In the US, because they're not technically potato chips, they're not allowed to call them chips in the US. So in the US, they call them crisps. So it's a little bit backwards on that, on Pringles. But I'm really excited to try these because it's a new flavor that I have not had before. Let's see, Cashel blue cheese and caramelized onion, deliciously fresh Irish potato crisps, hand cooked on our family farm. All right, we're gonna try this. Hey, Stoner Kitchen has entered the room. Welcome, and Kaylee the Pokemon Master. I had the mature cheddar and onion Keogh's. Wasn't as oniony as the Walker's chips. So did you like them though? I don't know that I've had the cheddar and onion ones, or the cheese and onion is a big, a big UK kind of snack, cheese and onions. I don't know if you guys remember the Ruddles. So the Ruddles were a parody of the Beatles. It came out in, I want to say, the 90s, maybe the late 80s, the 90s. It was a parody of the Beatles, and they took Beatles songs and they did parody versions of the Beatles songs. And I think it was A Day in the Life. Their version of A Day in the Life was called Cheese and Onions. I have always thought in the back of my mind, cheese and onions. So cheese and onions is a big British thing. So let's see. Did you try the sour cream and shamrock variety? We did that, Kaylee. We did that as a St. Patrick's Day episode one year. We did do that as a St. Patrick's Day episode. Julie is in the room. Welcome, Jules. Good to see you. Glad you could join us today. You missed my pour. I poured the beer earlier. You missed it. So let's just assume it was a 10. How's that? Top of the afternoon to you. Manly, yes, but I like it too. Prawn cocktail crisps sound nasty. No, they actually sound good. You never, Kaylee, do you not like shrimp cocktail? Shrimp cocktail is delicious. Oh, how do we? Oh, wow. Had some really good buffalo blue cheese mac and cheese the other day. Where did you get that, Stoner? Or Eli? Whatever you prefer. That sounds really good. Wow. Wow. So these have blue cheese flavor, but it's not like, like sometimes you get that, I'm trying to think of the word, like that pungent blue cheese thing where it just, the blue cheese overpowers everything else. And here, it just kind of lays back and lets you know that it's there. You definitely get that blue cheese flavor. Nice crispy chips. Those are really good. Again, I've never had a bag of Keogh's chips, no matter what flavor I've tried, that I thought, it's okay. They're all really good. And these are delicious. These are absolutely delicious. It's like just that smooth blue cheese flavor. Like if you don't like blue cheese because it has that kind of pungent taste, if taste can be pungent, pungent is usually referred to as a smell, but if you don't like blue cheese because of that, these are really, really nice because you get that blue cheese flavor without necessarily that kind of piquant, pungent that usually comes associated with blue cheese. They sit on the chip really well. They complement the chip. That's a big thumbs up. Those are delicious. And again, I've yet to have a Keogh's chip that I have not liked. Those are really, really good. Big thumbs up on that. Yep. There we go. All right. So let's see what I missed. Lola joined as well. Yes. I didn't see Lola join. I saw John join. I didn't see Lola. Lola, are you in the room? Lola. Julie said hi to her, so she must be there. Oh, there she is. Okay. Welcome, Lola. Glad you could join us as well. Wow, so Mr. Piscicoli has brought us a snack. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay. Everybody else is coming in. Did I forget anybody? Did I not mention anybody? Please let me know if I did not. Jared Tierno, did I mention? Did I welcome you to the room? I found Mexican street corn nuts. I wasn't really that blown away by Mexican street corn nuts. I mean, after having actual elote, which is Mexican street corn, the corn nuts just didn't do it justice. That's why I made my own corn nuts from the Inca corn I think I used. So, there we go. Let's see. It's a me, Mario. Had it from a food truck, not too much blue cheese, not too much buffalo sauce. It's become my new favorite. Find out what food truck it is. I'd love to try that. Hey, Scott is in the room. Hey, Val and Chat. Hope you are doing well. I am doing well. I can't speak for everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. And glad to hear it. So welcome, Scott. Good to see you again. All right, let's move on to our next snack, shall we? Oh, well, let's answer our question. Our question is, what is the French word for a cake shop? Yeah, English big dog bedwetting type. I blow my nose at you. Let's see. Did anyone even ask? Yes, Janice Yamanaka said patisserie. And looks like Janice is the only one that answered that. And you are correct, Janice, as always. All right, so let's ask another question and get on to our next snack. I have, I think, let's see, how many chips do I have? I think I have 3. I do have 3 kind of chips. So I'm going to break it up a little bit and we'll do something else different. I'll break those chips up a little bit. I don't mean crush them. I mean just, break up eating. I'm not eating chips in a row. There we go. On my way to get a burrito and dog food. Don't mistake those two, Scott. It will be rather unfortunate. A classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with what? Again, a classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with what? And it is not a Les Paul guitar. All right. So let's try. Let's see. Let's do these. These look interesting. Put that up there so you guys can see that. So these, bear with me 1 second. I'm just cleaning the house here so I don't repeat myself. These are Tamalitoz. The product line is called Tamalitoz. They're from Sugar Rocks Candy Studios, which was founded by Jack Bessudo and Declan Simon, or Simon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. In Mexico City. They started with the Tamalitoz product line, which were basically candies. And they launched in the US from Austin, Texas in 2019. So I think these are product of Tamalitoz in Austin, Texas, but they're from Sugar Rocks Candy Studio, which is in Mexico City, Mexico. I think one of the owners or founders was from Mexico, and the other one was from the UK, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that one's tough to open. I'm gonna have to get the scissors after this. Stoner Dude is around. He was here earlier. He got a snack, and because his loyalty lies with snacks and not with me, he took off. So I imagine if he wants another snack, he will be back later. That didn't work either. Oh, wait, there we go. Dad, lean to the right for a second, showing the girls the picture of you three to the right, to my right. Oh, there, right there. That was in Ashland, New Hampshire. We went leaf peeping in Ashland, New Hampshire, with the girls. Julie took that picture of my fat butt, and holding hands with the two girls. So that's what that picture is right there. This picture, I think. I don't know if that was in the same time or not. So that was in October of 1984. Claudia and I went with Julie up to, again, leaf peeping in October. And this was on the top of the tower at Indian Head, the lookout tower at the top of that. And you can see all that beautiful foliage in the background. So there we go. Let's see. Okay, they saw it. You're good. Yes, you took it. You took that picture. What did I say? 1980. Oh, 2004. I'm sorry. Did I say 1984? I was around back then. You were 4 years old. Although I may have pictures of you in New Hampshire with me in 1984 because we used to do that. So there we go. All right. So these. Okay. Going back to this. This is watermelon popcorn, watermelon flavored candied popcorn sprinkled with chili, lime, and sea salt. It sounds really interesting. I saw a video, maybe it was a TikTok video, I'm not sure, about making watermelon popcorn. And essentially what they did is they put the watermelon in the pan and it just kind of melted down. And then they put the corn kernels in there. I don't know how that works because the way popcorn works is that popcorn has a tiny, tiny little bit of moisture inside the kernel. And when that gets heated up, that's what makes the kernel explode, and that's what makes popcorn. Now, when that's sitting in a liquid, though, I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe it works the same way. The liquid has to get hot enough. I'm not sure. Not sure how that worked. But they were saying try that. They just kind of, like I said, put a hunk of watermelon in the pan, let it melt down, put the corn kernels in there, pop, 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 pop. I don't know if that really works. You never can tell with that stuff. My mom graduated high school in 1980. Kaylee, I graduated high school before 1980. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, those are good. Oh, wow, those are good. Yes, Stoner, I don't see how that would work. Maybe if you get the liquid from the watermelon boiling, that would work. Maybe it really wasn't water. I don't know. I don't know how they did it. But I agree with you. I don't think it would work. Oh, these are good. I'm not a big sweets person, but the watermelon flavor in here is off the charts. And then the watermelon with the salt. That is really, really good. Oh my God, I gotta stop eating these. Yeah, I do too, Eli. I call shenanigans as well. Oh my God, I gotta stop eating these. They're really good. Big thumbs up. Wow. Oh my God, these are so good. So just a friendly reminder, if you want to try any of these things, I got them all at World Market, formerly Cost Plus World Market. And I don't know, I'm sure they're everywhere. I think they're in every state, if I'm not mistaken. Jules, is there, there's Cost Plus on your, or I'm sorry, World Market out near you, right? I mean, because you've gotten stuff from there before, right? But watermelon, a real watermelon flavor. It says it says watermelon flavor. Let's see. Ingredients: organic, non-GMO popcorn, pure cane sugar, corn syrup, coconut oil, chili lime seasoning, natural watermelon flavor. Yeah, it's watermelon. It's unmistakably watermelon, Jules. I mean, just like you put it in your mouth and you're like, my God, it's a punch in the face of watermelon, and you don't want to get punched in the face with a watermelon, but that flavor's there. That's really, really good, exceptional. What makes the universe so hard to comprehend? Is there nothing to compare it to? Hey, Tom, old guy in Colorado is in the room. Hey, Tom, so just a curious question. You were very, very, very close to your 1,000 subscribers. Where are you now? How far away are you now? All right, highly recommend these. These are awesome. They're excellent. I'm going to eat them all, and I shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyway. The question was, a classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with Ernie ball strings. No, that's not true. Gibson martini is garnished with what? That seemed like such a long time ago. Let's see. Okay, Ice Hand said onions. Miguel Rangel said orange. Scott said onion. Janice Yamadak said pearl onions. Adam Hebb said tangerine. I think that's it. Onions, but specifically pickled onions, and specifically cocktail onions, which are the small, or pearl, as Janice said, the pearl onions, the little ones, but pickled onions. I don't know. Like, I've never seen pearl onions sold fresh. Have you guys? Has anybody gone into a grocery store, even like a specialty store, like a Sprouts Farmers Market or something? Have you ever seen the pearl onions sold fresh, the little tiny round onions? I imagine they're like baby onions. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe it's a type of onion. Don't know how that works. But I've never seen them fresh. I've only seen them like in jars, pickled, or in brine or whatever. So 950 subs. So Tom is 50 subs away from eating live raw oysters with Vienna sausage, with chocolate syrup, with blue cheese dressing. Just 50 away. So we gotta figure out some way to make that happen. I want to find that. Guitar pick and lemon rind. That would be funny. All right, Wilhelmini brulee. Oh, okay, that's a new one for Tom. So Tom, take that one down. That's a Stoner Eli Stoner Kitchen question. Wilhelmini brulee. See, no, Tom, I think that's a different song. All right, so let's see. We did snack. Time for another snack. All right. We've got 2 chips. I'm going to break that up a little bit. Let's do this one because I'm interested in this one. Curious about this one. Put that up there for you guys to peruse while I ask another question. And the question is, what? Hi and bye, Dan? Oh, just came on. Hello, can't stay. Good to see you are well. 9 Zombies poster on your wall. Have a good Sunday, everybody. You have a good Sunday as well, Dan. Yeah, that's a zombie post that was from their I think 2003 tour, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 2003 or 2004? I can't tell. But they played at the Key Club here in LA. So I got to see them there. Also got to see them. They did a free concert on Santa Monica Pier, and I saw them again do that. But they were really good. They did zombie songs. They did Argent songs because Rod Argent was and is the keyboard player for the Zombies. They did Argent songs, so they did Hold Your Head Up. And it's funny because they in the song Hold Your Head Up, in the choruses, Hold Your Head Up, and so Colin, what is Colin's last name? It's on the thing. I think it is. Colin Bloomstone. Colin Bloomstone said, and I don't think he actually sang on Hold Your Head Up for Argent, but he had stated that people were misinterpreting the lyrics, and I can't remember what he said. I think he said people thought it was Hold Your Head Up, Hold It. Now, I always thought it was Hold Your Head Up, Whoa, Hold Your Head Up, Whoa, and it's actually Woman. So it's Hold Your Head Up, Woman. So he explained that to the crowd when they played that song. But good show, because you got to see Rod Argent, who's a monster on the keyboards, especially the organ, monster. So he would give Keith Emerson a run for his money. So if you get a chance to see the Zombies, and I think they're on tour again now, currently, you should go. You should definitely go and see them, because you probably if you listen to the oldie station, or if you remember when the songs came out, you probably remember. Well, Hold Your Head Up was an Argent song, but they do play that. They play Argent songs. And God Gave Rock and Roll to You, I think, was another Argent song that was popular. But the Zombies did Time of the Season. It's the time of the season. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that one. And the other Zombie song was She's Not There, which was covered by Santana later on. So definitely, if you get a chance, check out the Zombies. So that's what I'm saying. Do they play at the Plymouth Rock Festival? I don't think they're quite that old, but yes. Right on Plymouth Rock. But they had a tiny, tiny stage set up on Plymouth Rock. An ant band wouldn't fit on Plymouth Rock. No, an ant band would fit on Plymouth Rock. A squirrel band would probably fit on Plymouth Rock. Not much larger than that, though. You could not fit a beaver band on top of, like Beaver Brown could not play on Plymouth Rock because beavers are too large to play on Plymouth Rock. Fun fact: ZZ Top started as a Zombies ripoff. Well, I mean that makes sense because I think Rush started as a Led Zeppelin ripoff, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of people did that. Adam Ant at Plymouth Rock. That's funny. All right. The question before we dig into that is, what drink compromises? I didn't say compromises. What drink is made with rum, coconut milk, and pineapple? What drink is made with rum, coconut milk, and pineapple? You know this. I know you know this. All right, let's see. We did the Tamalitoz. Just keeping track here. And this is, okay. So the product line is, it's called Thunderbird Bar. It's actually owned by Wella now. So Wella acquired them in 2023. The company was Thunderbird Bar. So this is hazelnut, coffee, maca, a Thunderbird Bar. Now the question is, what is maca? Maca is also referred to as Peruvian ginseng, and it's a plant that's native to the Andes Mountains. It's related to radishes and turnips, a root vegetable. Not a lot of people are familiar with it. You won't usually find like the fresh vegetable, the root vegetable in stores and everything. But that's what maca is. So it's hazelnut, coffee, and maca, which is its root vegetable. Thunderbird Bar. Thunderbird was founded in 2010 in Austin, Texas, by Katie Forrest and Taylor Collins, but it was acquired by Wella in 2023. So we're gonna try this. I don't know. I mean, like, it's plant-based paleo superfood bar, whatever that means. Whatever that means. That's what it is. It smells like a rum cake. Like a fruit cake. It smells like a fruit cake. It's crumbly, it's moist. They make a cake in Colombia. I want to say they call it a black cake, and it is black. And it's made with wine. They put wine in it. It's very similar in texture and a little bit of taste. It's really nutty. This is really nutty. Not dry, it's really moist. Tastes like cake. A lot like cake. Now, I don't know. It doesn't taste like it's artificially sweetened. Let's see, ingredients. Contains caffeine. Well, you know, say it has coffee in it, we know it has caffeine. I don't know that there's any sweetener in there at all. So it's made with dates, hazelnuts, almonds, cacao butter, cacao powder, vanilla extract, chia seed, coffee beans, maca powder, and Himalayan pink salt. So there's no sugar in there at all. It's sweet, but there's no sugar in there at all. And there's no artificial sweetener. That's really good. No, it tastes like dessert. Like I'm tempted to put a scoop of ice cream on top of this. That's really good. Moist counter. Got the moist meter. No moist counter. We need a moist meter. That would be like if the moist meter went to 10, well, it'll be like a 7. It'll be a 7 on the moist meter. Really nice combination of flavors in there. Naturally sweet without having have to add anything to it. Everything. That's really good, and that's a thumbs up. All righty. So let's go back to our question. Our question was, what drink comprises of rum, coconut milk, and pineapple? So let's see. Miguel Rangel said pina colada. Janice Yamanaka said pina colada. Stoney, you had to mention campechana. Now I have to go out and get one. Damn, is it really? I mean, is it considered like one of those days? Is it really campechana day today? I need to get one. I'm gonna have to walk like 5 miles to find a place that has good campechana. I'm gonna have to get a campechana today. I'm just gonna have to do it. Pina colada. That almost sounds interesting, Tom. Hakuna Matata. Pina colada. That's close, and everybody knows what it is. And if you like pina colada, taking walks in the rain, forgive me for quoting from that song. That is probably my least favorite song in the history of music. The Pina Colada, Escape is the name of the song. Escape, in parentheses, the Pina Colada song is my. It's not even like nails on a chalkboard. It's like nails through a nail gun, shooting a nail gun through your head. It's that bad. It's just bad. It's a bad song. It's not performed well. It is performed well. It's just a bad song. It's a bad, hokey, stupid song. All right, I got that out of my system. I feel a lot better now. All right. Let's see. Sundays are for menudo and mariscos. Well, campechano is mariscos. So, yeah, there we go. I seriously, Eli, nice have to go out and get some campechano. I have to figure out where the closest place to go is now. I have to get it now. Campechano bread? How would you make that? As I would think that the sauce, broth, whatever you want to call it, that is sitting in would not fare well in bread. Let's see. Speaking of songs, Fly Robin Fly made my mom's life a living hell for a while. Well, it's not the greatest song, Fly Robin Fly. Afternoon Delight is kind of a dumb song that it ended up having cult status because of its use in movies and stuff like that. So a lot of bad songs came out of that. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of amazing, incredible songs came out of the 1970s. But a lot of bad songs came out of the 1970s as well. I think, pretty sure that was Fly Robin Fly was the late 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Fly, Robin, fly. Maybe that's what Batman said after he pushed him off the side of a building. All right. So let's read another card and do another snack, I think. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We'll do another snack. We'll do the soft drink, and then We'll do that. We'll do 3 snacks. We'll do it that way. Anyway, we need a notice cover of pina colada. Not going to happen, Stoner. Not going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and read a card. And the question is, what is the fruit flavor of Cointreau? What is the fruit flavor of Cointreau? Julie, I think you know this because you were a bartender for a while. So you should know this. I think Disco Duck and Kung Fu Fighting were about the worst. No, they were not the worst. There are so many worse than that. What about Billy Don't Be a Hero, Tom? That was pretty bad. Billy Don't Be a Hero. The Night Chicago Died, maybe it's just goofy. Maybe not horrible, but goofy, certainly. Seasons in the Sun, that was bad. That was really bad. All right, so let's see. What are we going to do next? Let's do these next before we do our beverage. All right, we read the card. These are, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, weird. It's supposed to be like olives, but you love olives, so it's all loves. All loves. I think it's like how you would pronounce that. And all loves. The company was founded in 2007 by Matt and Haley Hunt in Worthington, UK, and they have all different flavor olives. They're just like a little pouch of olives that you can eat. They're natural natural Kalamata pitted olives, and they're chili and garlic flavored, which sounds really interesting. So let's see. I don't think this is resealable because I think they're expecting you to eat them all in one sitting. Long tall glasses. Yeah, that was Leo Sayer, Tom. I remember that. With long tall glasses with wine up to here. I kind of like that song. It was kind of a throwback to like dance hall music, like big band dance hall music. It was kind of like a throwback to that. But the story was kind of funny where the guy wanted to, he came into this thing, it was a buffet, and he wanted to eat, but they told him before he could eat, he had to dance. And so he said he can't dance, but then he started dancing, and and he was dancing. He was a dancing fool. So long tall, yeah, exactly, one that was good. Long tall glasses, and long tall glasses, but I think he was in the top 40, but it just wasn't a memorable song. Like a lot of people don't know Long Tall Glasses. So here's a homework assignment for you guys to check out that song. Long Tall Glasses was by Leo Sayer. Leo Sayer was more familiar with that song, When I'm With You. It's a little goofy little ballad and everything. But Long Tall Glasses was actually a humorous song, really well done, and kind of, like I said, a throwback to like big band, ballroom dancing kind of thing. So definitely check that out. Kung Fu Fighting was done in like 15 minutes. It sounds like it. Yeah. Lyrically, it was really stupid, Kaylee. All right, here we go. I think I'll use a spoon on this. Only because I don't really want to get olive juice all over my hands. There we go. Yeah, definitely Kalamata olives. Let's put it behind my big fat head so you can actually see them. It's not working. Hang on. They're olives, nothing exciting there. Mm. They're very tender. Like sometimes olives have like a little bit of a bite to them. These are like really tender. Like you wouldn't need teeth to eat these. The chili and garlic is really subtle. Maybe I should open this from the bottom. Let's see. Is all that stuff settled on the bottom? I should have opened this from the bottom. Let me mix it up a little bit. Okay, so the chili comes in afterwards. It's there, but you don't get it on the first mouthful. It's just like, it just kind of like, I guess it's in the oil, and then it sticks on your tongue. Oh my God, Tom, that one's horrible. Having my baby, my God, that was a horrible song. It's a really nice flavor. Olives are typically salt brine, and sometimes they just get too salty, too briny. These ones are kind of mellow in that terms. It tastes like they put olive oil on these. That's a joke. They're olives. He's strong like garlic either. They use peri-peri peppers. You say that. I'm going to give this, I love olives. These have a really nice flavor, nice texture. The pepper could be a little bit stronger. The chili could be a little bit stronger. And so you get that in like shortly after the first bite. And this one, it just comes in at the end. And the garlic, and we actually taste little bits of garlic. There's little bits of garlic in there, but for some reason that flavor is really muted. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up, trending downward. I just wish it had more of that chili and garlic flavor. But again, I love olives and I love that flavor. And it's really nice. It does have the hints of those flavors. They just need to amp that up a little bit. So thumbs up, trending downward slightly. There we go. You had them covering yours. Was that we talking about a song? Oh wait, it looked like you had them. Oh, I had them over my eyes. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to our question, and our question was, what is the flavor of Cointreau? So what is the fruit flavor of Cointreau? So Ice Hand says orange. Janice Yamanaka says orange. Julie says naranja, which is orange. Tom says kumquat, because Tom says kumquat. You're all correct. It is, in fact, kumquat. I mean orange. So there we go. All righty. So we did 4 snacks. We've got 3 left. I think we got 3 left. 1, 2. We have 4 left. All right. We timed that well. We have 4 left. So we're going to do this next. So this is our soft drink. Today's soft drink we are doing. Let me get rid of some of this junk here. And this is, I'm going to pronounce all this wrong. I'm Italian, of Italian descent. I'm like 60% Italian, but I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. A Siciliana Aranciata di Sicilia blood orange soda, product of Italy. It was imported by United Olive Company, which was founded in 1916 in New York. And it is a blood orange soda. Let's see, ingredients, water. Here's a typographer's rule of thumb. Never put black writing on red background or red writing on a black background, because from a monochromatic standpoint, which is basically the absence of color, and a monochromatic standpoint, red shows up as black. So it's almost impossible to read because you have black on red or red on black. But I will try. Ingredients: water, sanguinello, which is blood orange, sanguine being blood, juice, 16% looks like, sugar, black carrot juice, carbon dioxide, citric acid, and natural flavors. So it sounds like all good stuff in there. Let's give it a shot. Okay, Val, one more. Morris Albert, feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Yeah, song sucks. It used to be like a wedding staple. So like if you were going to be in a wedding band, you had to learn feelings. But oh my God, it's a depressing song. You wanted to kill yourself halfway through it. Hola. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Tom. All right. Don't let it a pizza man here. It's a pizza man. All right. Let's do it in this. Oh, I was not expecting that. But I think they use black carrot juice for color, but black carrot juice should be black, and this is kind of like a reddish color. I don't know, like blood orange, I think is like an orangey red. This is kind of like a odd red color here. Let's see if I can get that without spilling it all over the keyboard. My guess is no. There's no really good way to do that. All right, here we go. Ooh, nice smell. Yeah, it smells like oranges. Hold on, there's an important message. Julie took a screenshot of me with olives for eyes. That's funny. Ooh, this is interesting. It's sweet, a little bit syrupy. It's just Smack of orange flavor. We'll put a sound effect in there later. The smack of orange flavor in there. It's really refreshing. Wow, that is really, really good. Maybe a little too sweet for me. It's not. It's a very, very sweet drink. It's something I would not drink on a regular basis. How many calories in this tiny little can? 118 in this little can. It's very sweet. So, you know, if you're in the mood for something sweet, I'm hardly ever in the mood for something sweet. But if you're in the mood for something sweet, it's nice. It has really good flavor. The carbonation is really nice and everything. It gets a thumbs up. It just, for me personally, I would not drink this a lot, but it is good. Yep, that's good. All right, you know what? While I have that in there, let's do this. Because we can. Smells cancel each other out. I'm not smelling the orange anymore. It smells sweet though. I've never heard of black carrots before. No, ice hand. I've seen yellow carrots. I've seen purple carrots. What are the colors? There's a lot of different variety of colors. And usually when you see them in different colors, they're the whole carrots. So they have the carrot greens on them. I would like, if you guys have never had carrot greens, I think most people just cut the tops off and throw the greens away. If you've never had carrot greens, start using them. Chop them up, put them in salad. I made chimichurri with them one time. It was amazing. So if you buy the carrots that still have the greens on the top of them, eat those greens. They're really good. I'm not a big fan of carrots, and it's almost like I like the greens better than the carrots. Fang is literally watching you. I think he misses you. Hi, Fang. Are you being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? I think Doodle's being a good boy. I can't tell. Maybe he's out in the kitchen making pancakes or something. I don't know. I don't know where Doodle is. He was here earlier. Doodle. Doodle, come here. Oh, Doodle. I don't remember if he had his own set of keys or not. So he might have taken the car. I don't know. This isn't bad like this. You're gonna think I'm weird. No, you think I'm weird anyway. So hi, Doodle. Come up here. Come up here, Doodle. Come on up. You're adoring public. Come on up here. Doodle, come on up. There you are. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. It's Doodle. Hi, Doodle. How are you? How are you? What are you doing in the other room? What are you doing in the other room? What are you concocting? Are you in the kitchen? You making something in the kitchen? Did you eat your food? Did you eat your food? Did you come in because you want another snack? You gonna say hi to everybody? It's Doodle, everybody, the Prince of Darkness. Isn't he adorable? He's adorable. All right, he can stay. This tastes like fruit cake or rum cake. It tastes like rum cake. Imagine a beverage that tastes like rum cake. It tastes like a fruit cake that has those little fruit peels in it, and I think it's from the blood orange flavor. That's crazy. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's adorable and he knows it. Wow, that's good. Wow. This is the first time in a long time that concoction of the two beverages together. Big thumbs up. That's really good. That's a good Christmas drink. This Christmas, I may do that. I may buy the Xingu, I think is how they say that, the Xingu beer, and mix that with the blood orange soda. Mix it together. That's really good. I might even heat it up. That's what I might do. I might even heat it up. Wow. That's a first. All right. I don't think you're weird. I think you're trippy, man. The food is trippy. I must boop his snoot. And see if we can get him close enough for you to boop his snoot. Let's see if we can do that. Boop. He's just so adorable. He's just so adorable. And he knows it. No, it's I wouldn't say mulled wine because it's not quite as spicy. It's not. It doesn't have the spices as mulled wine. But if you add those mulled wine spices into this drink, oh my God! I should do that for a Christmas drink. I should mix the two of these together for a Christmas drink. I should do an episode where I'm just mixing these two together, heating it up, adding the mulled wine spices in it. Oh my God, that would be a good drink. That would be a really good drink. I like it. I like it a lot. That's probably a first. That's going to be a first here. I really like the two of those together. I mean, I'm going to finish them both, not together, but just together. It's a really good drink. So I don't know. I'll ask you guys, would you like to see an episode where I'm mixing the two of those together, heating them up, adding like mulled wine spices and you know, drinking it like for a holiday drink? What do you think? Yes, no? I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, you just saw it, right? You just saw me mix the drinks together. So maybe that's not going to be very exciting for you. All right. Yeah. Big thumbs up. All right. Let's go back to the card. And the question was, what is the fruit flavor of, I think maybe we answered that. We did. I think we answered that. We said it was orange, right? If we didn't, we just did. We said it was orange. Yes, Janice would like to see that. You came back just in time to see the dude. He's just chilling right here. He's just good. Like I thought he wanted a snack, but he's just chilling. He wants to get petted. What do you think? All right, so let's get back into our snacks. Let's ask a snack question. So the question is, in what way is a cottage pie different than a shepherd's pie? We've used these questions a long time ago. So some of you might remember the answers to these questions just based on the fact that we were recycling the cards. In what way does a cottage pie differ from a shepherd's pie? And don't say one is made in a cottage while the other one is made in a shepherd. That's not true. All right. I guess now we're stuck with 2 chips and 2 snacks. So we'll do chip, snack. Let's do that. All right. Let's see. That's going to be spicy. That's going to not be spicy. Let's do these next. Okay. So these, everybody recognizes the logo. Obviously, Lay's. This is from Lay's in Thailand. Lay's Thailand. They have the best flavors, I think. In my experience, the best flavors are from Lay's Thailand. Now, this particular one, is roasted cumin lamb skewer chips. So they're supposed to taste like roasted cumin lamb skewers. Now, they're not going to taste like that because they don't have lamb in it. Not even occasionally they'll have seafood in these. Like occasionally the ones that are like seafood flavored will have seafood in them. The meat ones never have meat flavor in them, but apparently it's the spices and stuff that you would use if you were going to make cumin lamb skewers. Right? The cumin being the spice. So these are from Thailand, roasted cumin lamb skewer flavor. Yeah, so in the ingredients, there is no lamb. I think it said artificial lamb flavor seasoning. Now, this is artificial lamb flavor seasoning because it's artificial seasoning, like the artificial flavor of the seasoning, or it's the artificial flavor of the lamb is the seasoning for the, I don't know. All bets are off. We're just going to try it. It's not going to taste like lamb noodle, is it? I mean, let me know. Tell me. It's not going to taste like lamb, is it? Wow, nice smell. Yeah, nice smell. It smells like spice, and I don't mean it smells spicy. It's not like capsaicin spicy. It doesn't have that smell. A really, really, really nice smell. It's probably the cumin. Chloe wants you to give Doodle a little scritch for her. Okay, I gotta take this off because I don't want that all over his fur. This is for Chloe. This is for Chloe. That's for Chloe. I know. Chloe says hi. She wanted me to give that to you. That's from Chloe. All right. Nice blend of spices. A little light on the salt. There's a tiny little bit of heat, It comes in afterwards. A little spice, heat. But it has more spiciness besides capsaicin spiciness. Like a black pepper spiciness. Really nice flavor. I think it would have been nice if they'd not used the word lamb. Because your mind goes there, right? There's a picture of lamb skewers on there. There's a picture of meat. There's a picture of lamb on there. There's no lamb flavor in here. There's no lamb at all. But the thing is, it's a nice blend of spices. It goes really well on these chips. So they're doing themselves a disfavor, if that's a real word, by advertising they taste like lamb skewers, because they don't. But they're good. They're really good. So if they just said like cumin skewer flavor, those would have got a big thumbs up. But they use the word lamb. There's no lamb in there. It doesn't taste like lamb. So they're going to get a thumbs up trending downward, right? Just for their lack of honesty. They're really good. Really nice blend of spices. No lamb flavor at all. Don't put the word lamb on the package if there's no lamb in there. That's my thing. So yeah, thumbs up, trending downward. I like, just picture that. Nice. Move that way. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question was, in what way does a cottage pie differ from a shepherd's pie? I knew I would get it eventually. Let's see. Oh, Kaylee's saying, oh, he's handsome. Is he a Chihuahua? We think he's a Chihuahua. You're not absolutely certain. He looks like a Chihuahua. He was a rescue, so we may never know. We could have him DNA tested. They could tell us, but to us, he's just Doodle. Let's see. Cottage pie has beef. Shepherd's pie has sheep or lamb. I think sheep is like older. Usually, sheep is mutton, and a lot of people don't like mutton because it has a really strong taste. That's why they use lamb, I think. But technically, it's the same animal, so that's fine. Julie says the animal. Yes, that is different. Kaylee said the type of meat used. That is correct. I had spicy Lay's chips from Taiwan. Not that spicy. Oh, I thought it was Lay's Taiwan. Yeah, these are from Thailand. I don't know what the fuck the difference is in shepherd's pie. Heading out to watch a Reggie band. I have my stream coming this Saturday the 30th. Short ribs, glazed carrots, and dessert. Take care, y'all. Okay, Tom, well, have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and enjoy the music. So thank you for joining us. Found Lay's Wavy Funyuns again. Have not seen them in a while. Yeah, they're back. All those ones, they're like, there's like a Doritos flavored one. There's a Funyun flavored one and everything. They are back. I did see them. But I think we covered those. So. I think you're all correct. It is the meat. It is the animal. It is the difference is that one is made with beef and the other is made with lamb. So I think the thing is that people make shepherd's pie with ground beef and call it shepherd's pie, and it's not shepherd's pie. It is cottage pie, because to be shepherd's pie, it needs to have lamb in it. Not laminate, like a laminated countertop. It doesn't have to have lamb in it. It needs to have lamb in it. The English language, it's so funny. It's so funny. See if Mac can guess which is which while wearing a blindfold. I'd have to make both if I was going to do that, but it's doable. All righty, next snack. How many we got left? We got 3 snacks left. How are we doing on time? About a half an hour left. We're golden. We are golden. We got this. All right, the question is, in which decade did sliced bread first appear? So before that, what was the hottest thing? It wasn't sliced bread. So in what year did sliced bread first appear? Stick that over there. And let's see, we're going to do one of the other snacks first. I'm going to do the sweet one, and we'll do the savory one afterwards. How's that? All right. So this one is a little bit odd. So this is from Willie's Cacao. So the story of Willie's Cacao is he visited Venezuela and he found this kind of rundown cacao plantation. And so he invested money in it. They planted a whole bunch of cacao and everything, but he eventually had to leave Venezuela because he wasn't like native to Venezuela, and they were concerned about him, making money off a business that was run from Venezuela. And so he eventually left Venezuela. So he started the business back up again in Devon, UK. His name, it says Willie's Cacao. His name is William Harcourt Coues. Yes, Coues. That is his name. So he is the Willie in Willie's Cacao. And he started the business in Uffculme, Devon, UK in 2007. And so my understanding is that he still uses cacao that's produced on the plantations in Venezuela, but he also outsources from other places as well. So he's also, I don't know if he's invested in the plantations in the other places as well, but the original plantation that he had in Venezuela, he's getting the cacao from there. So this is Willie's Cacao, and this is ginger lime chocolate. Now, I just thought that ginger lime is really an odd combination to go with chocolate. Never heard of ginger and lime together with chocolate. Ginger, dark chocolate with layers of exotic flavors. Let's see. And this is that I think I hate the thing about things from foods from another country is that they slap the label on there and it obliterates some of what you want to read. This is vegan, so they're not adding milk to the chocolate, of course. And again, everything that we're doing today, every single thing that we're doing is a product of some other country. So that's the cool thing about World Market is that some of the stuff is made in the United States. I don't know that we're doing a single thing that was made in the United States, though. The watermelon popcorn is made in Austin, but the company is really based in Mexico City. The Thunderbird Bar is based in Austin, Texas as well. That's probably the only thing that's really from the United States. The Oloves are from the UK. Keogh is from Ireland. The beer is from Canada, but it's a Brazilian brewery, and the blood orange soda is from Italy. And so this is from, where did I say this one was from? I see where this is from. Yeah, this is from the UK, using cacao from Venezuela. It's an odd shape for a chocolate, I think. But that's just me talking. Package within a package. All right, whatever. Looks very regal. Nice gold foil. You're gonna wrap the legs of the lunar lander in this. I think it was really real gold. Oh, see, little things you can break off. So let's break off a little thing. Oh, almost lost that. We do not want Doodle eating that, as it is chocolate. Jessica, you're never late. Welcome. Glad you could make it. There's little crispy bits in there. It's almost like a mint flavor in there, kind of a cool mint flavor. It's a dark chocolate, almost a bittersweet chocolate, which is really nice. I like that. Well, obviously, it's not milk chocolate because it's vegan. Oh, really strong flavor, really strong chocolate flavor. The ginger's kind of muted. The lime is there. It's good chocolate. It's really good chocolate. And there's little crispy bits in there. I'm wondering if that's ginger or Marianne. I'm not sure. That's really good. I kind of wish they amped up those flavors, though, the lime flavor and the ginger flavor. Maybe they amped that up just a little bit more. It's like I said, it's a really, really good chocolate. It just seems a little bit like even afterwards, the aftertaste, it's like the bittersweet chocolate aftertaste, and not so much lime or ginger aftertaste. It doesn't have the spiciness of ginger. The spiciness of the ginger is missing. The acidic flavor of the lime is missing. So, like I said, the flavors are there. The hints of the flavors are there. It's not as present as I would have liked. I'm going to say I'm going to give them extra points because it's a really good chocolate. But like I said, I wish there was more ginger flavor. I wish there was more lime flavor. So I'm going to say thumbs up, trending downward. That's what I'm going to say. Thumbs up, trending downward on that one. So that's as best that they're going to get from me right now. So how many more snacks I have left, and how much longer are you on? I am on for another half an hour. We are on till 3 p.m. Pacific time. Jessica, that you're East Coast time, so it would be 6 p.m. your time. We are done at 6 p.m. your time. Yeah, we got 2 snacks left, but then we're going to do our goût mélange. So you get to see all the snacks again because we're going to do goût mélange. I guess maybe that's helpful, maybe it's not. So our question was, in what decade did sliced bread first appear? Miguel Rangel said 1922. Janice Yamanaka said 1928. All you have to do is tell me the decades. You said the 1920s, but that's okay. If you want to be specific, that's fine. I'm not going to be specific. Kaylee the Pokemon Master said 1920s. You're all absolutely correct. And I don't know if you're absolutely correct, because Miguel said 1922 and Janice said 1928. I can't tell if you're correct because the card just says the 1920s. So I'm going to assume, they invented it in 1922, and then again in 1920. I take it back. It's not something you invent. The thing is, they sold bread before that, and if you wanted it sliced, they would slice it for you. So in other words, I think they had like electric bread slicers. They would put it through a bread slicer. I mean, they might have sliced it by hand prior to that. But I think what they're referring to is like going into a bakery and buying a prepackaged loaf of sliced bread. So before that, I wonder what the greatest thing was. Like, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, what about before sliced bread? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. About 30. How many snacks do I have left? 30? All right. Roaring 20s. Yep. Let's see. I saw a meme say sliced bread is the best thing since Betty White. Well, Betty White did come before sliced bread, I think. Let's see. She died last year, just short of 100. So yeah, Betty White was here before sliced bread. So you're absolutely right. All right, so let's ask another question. And the question is, how we did this before. Oh, we've done them all before. But I think this is maybe like after we do the questions today, we retire this deck for a while because we're starting to get back to familiar questions. How many legs does a Bombay duck have? Again, the question, how many legs does a Bombay duck have? Let's do our chips next. Our last chips, I'm sorry, crisps. They call them crisps, so these must be from, yes, that's correct, Greensboro, North Carolina. Go figure. These are from, the product line is called Wicked Crisp. They're from a company called Carolina Fine Snacks. It was founded in 1997 by Phil Cossack in Greensboro, North Carolina. But the Wicked Crisp product line was launched in 2017. So what, 20 years later? 20 years later. So these are naturally flavored hummus crisps. I don't know if that means they're the crisp made with hummus, or maybe like made with pita. But they're red curry hummus. Like hummus is almost a liquid. It's or semi-solid. How do you make a crisp from that? Let's see. We've taken the nutritional essence of chickpeas, added in non-GMO ingredients, and zesty bread color. Oh, so they use chickpeas, not hummus per se. They're not getting too much specific as to that. No artificial additives, no artificial preservatives, no trans fats, baked, not fried, a good source of fiber. Are they vegan? It doesn't say. Wait, non-GMO, gluten-free. Looks like they're kosher, but I don't see anything saying they're vegan. Let's see, one of the ingredients. Hummus crisp, made with pea flour, pea and or potato starch, gram flour, pea and or potato fiber, salt. Hummus crisp. and there's not chickpeas listed. How is there not chickpeas listed if hummus crisp does not have chickpeas? Well, they're saying pea flour. Maybe that they're talking about chickpeas. Sunflower oil, red curry seasoning. Let's see, sugar, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, tomato powder, citric acid, paprika, oleo resin, natural flavor, rosemary extract. I don't know. I didn't see anything here that would make me think it's not vegan, but usually something's vegan. They want to put a big vegan thing on here so they can attract vegans to it, and I don't see that. Maybe it's not vegan. It doesn't smell like hummus. Really nice. It smells like curry. Red curry, as opposed to tin curry. Another one. I see you shiver with anticipation. Somebody? Anybody? Patient. You know if Old Guy in Colorado is going live tonight. No, Jessica, he does that on Saturdays. We're broadcasting a day later. So he's not. He was going to go hear some band tonight. There you go, Miguel Icehand. Thank you. I like these. They're crunchy. Definitely tasting wheat. Not pea or chickpea so much. Maybe slight, maybe afterwards or when it breaks down a little bit, has that flavor a little bit. The curry seasoning is nice. Doesn't make me feel like I'm eating hummus. Hummus usually has like olive oil, maybe a little bit of lemon in it, maybe pine nuts. They're not really getting that basic, chickpea flavor. It's there, it comes in afterwards, but it's not. It doesn't make me feel like I'm eating hummus. Let's put it that way. It's still pretty good though. Nice spices, not too salty. After a few, that hummus flavor kind of kicks in, but it takes a while. I'm gonna say thumbs up, trending downward slightly. Not quite thumbs up, but they're not bad. So yeah, thumbs up, trending down, slightly downward. Our question was, how many legs does a Bombay duck have? Let's see. Julie says 0. You want to explain yourself? Miguel Rangel says 3. Janice Yamanaka says none. Isan says none, but it does have one shoe. Okay. I think that's it. I think that was the only question. Yeah, 0 because it's not actually a bird. A Bombay duck is a fish. I don't know why they call it a Bombay duck if it's a fish. It's not a duck. It's a fish. All right. Let's see what we got. We got one snack left, and we're doing great on time. How is the doodle, the prince of dogness, not darkness? That would be like Ozzy Osbourne or Satan or something. Doodle is the prince of dogness, and he is fine. He did 2 appearances today so far, and he may do another one. It depends on whether he wants to come back to the other part of his snack. All right, so the question is, in what year was the blue M&M first introduced? Again, in what year was the blue M&M first introduced? Now, things are going to get interesting up in this hizzy because this snack is spiced sardines in tomato sauce. So the product line is called Nuri. And this is from a company called Conservas Pinas Sia Nuri. No, I'm sorry. Conservas Pinhas Asia. The product line is called Nuri. That's the company. The company was started in 1920 by Antonio Rodriguez Pinto Pinhal and Manuel Rodriguez Pinto Pinhal, brothers. They were fishermen in Matosinhos, Portugal. The Nuri product line started in 1935. So they are sardines, and they are packed in spices and tomato sauce. So it sounds interesting. There's a plastic wrapper over a paper wrapper. These are factory sealed for your protection, or for my protection. Yeah, I know, Jules. I'll mess it up somehow. Julie, have you seen? I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there was one of the websites was showing outtakes. I guess it was from a couple of the moon landings from 1960s, early 1970s. And there were outtakes from the moon landings where the astronauts were tripping on the moon, tripping and falling down on the moon. And I just thought, I'm watching that thinking to myself, that's me. That's me. They send me to the moon and I trip and fall down on the moon. That would be me. But it takes me a lot longer to land. Here's the paper. Get rid of the plastic. Again, no more key. Do you remember last week we were talking about that? We were talking about how products have evolved, and most of them have now the pull tabs on them. And so you used to have to use a can opener, where things like sardines used to have a key. So it had like a little tab, and you put the key in the tab, and you would turn the key as it went around, and it would pull this little strip off, and then the top would come off. So Spam used to be like that. Now, the reason I mention that is because, let's see if we can see it from there. So right there is an ornament that Julie gave me one year, and it is Spam Man. Or it's like, I guess you would call it Spam Man. I'm not sure. I don't remember if that was an ornament or that was from Funko. But it's Spam Man, and he's holding one of those keys in his hand, which is ironic because they don't use them anymore. So I just thought that was interesting. I made a sandwich with these exact sardines, Janice. That's funny. With these sardines, Branson pickles, and Marmite. I have Marmite. I don't have Branson pickles. And the reason I have Marmite is because, did that episode come out yet? It did not. It comes out on October 12th. On October 12th, we have an episode coming out called The Mighty Mites. And that was, I believe, part of it, at least part of it, was a viewer's choice. And I can't remember who it was. They had asked me to make a Vegemite sandwich. It was one of our Aussies. They asked me to make a Vegemite sandwich. So I said, well, we're going to do all the mites. So I call it the Mighty Mites, and we do Marmite, Bovrite, and Vegemite. And I know Bovrite isn't a mite. It's a right, not a mite. But anyways, that episode comes out on the 12th of October. It was the 12th of October, a time I always remember, because that rhymes. Val did a Superman impression with almost landing headfirst into a dog crate. Was that a Superman impression though? What was I doing? I was doing something where I was walking into the room, and the gate for the dog was like this far off the ground. I mean, it sat on the ground, but the gate, the bottom of the gate was this far off the ground. And there was like a little bar there, and that's what I tripped over with a full glass of water. I think most of the water ended up on the ground, and my head just barely went into the dog cage. If I had gone with more force, I might have ended it up completely in the dog cage. So here we go. A little bird told me there's Dame Drops and Dave Portnoy video collab coming soon. I don't care. But thank you for mentioning it. So those of you who do like those two guys, welcome to it. I've lost all respect for Dave Portnoy. That's if I had respect for him in the first place. Ever since he put out that One Bite pizza. So he put his name on that pizza, and that pizza was mediocre at best. So it really negated any of the reviews that he's done up to this date. That his reviews are like completely negated by that pizza that he maybe just lent his name to. So, but maybe he lent his name to it and he didn't actually try it because it was just mediocre at best. And so lost all lost a little respect that I had for him, if I had any at all. And Dame drops, yeah, I'm not even going to go into that. So, but you know, if that's your bag, then you know, enjoy. Don't let me rain on your parade. All right, here we go. Yeah, I could become popular by yelling at my food too. I'm just going to eat a whole one. I'm not going to break this up. Did I bring a plate in here? That would have helped. It would have helped if I brought a plate in here, which I did not. So I'm just going to eat. I'm just going to eat a whole one. Let's see how spicy this is. Well, let's see. I'm going to need the bread and the Branson pickles. I know they have the Branson pickles at World Market because I did see them there. Maybe I need to do that as long as I get this can open. I don't like to waste, so maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make a sandwich with these and the Branson pickles. And I have Marmite. Janice, is there anything specific to that sandwich? Like you toast the bread, you put butter on it. Like what else do you put on it? Are there any specifics to that? Send me a link to those, and I'll do one too. You know, and I'll give you and the Trips and David Wardle shout outs for it. So, because I don't want to waste. I'll eat this, and I've got Marmite in there. And that'll go to waste too. Hey, Val, I got stuck at the pet store for 45 minutes. Oh, well, Scott, you're here, and I think that's the important thing. I don't know if it's putting it in the tomato sauce, adding the spices, whatever, that kind of takes away some of the fishiness of the sardines. I don't mind the fishiness of the sardines, but some people do. But I don't mind it myself. The spice is light, so it's not really overly spicy and everything. The spice is light, but it just kind of sits in your mouth and it kind of lets you know that it's there. It's like a subtle spice. I like sardines anyways. The tomatoes, again, the tomato sauce is light. The spice is light, but somehow it just takes the fishy bite out of it. So I'm going to give those a thumbs up. This is probably one of the better sardines I've had, and maybe it's because of that spice, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. So there we go. My sardine, Branson pickle, and Marmite sandwich. All right. So Janice, tell me what else you added to it. Did you, like I said, did you toast the bread? Did you add butter, mayo, anything else on it, or was it just Branson pickle, Marmite, and sardines? Is that it? On bread. Did you toast the bread? Does the bread make a difference? Because I could walk down to Cost Plus World Market, and the question is, would they have bread? And I don't think they would. I'm thinking of bread. And I just need to go and get the Branson pickle. I might do that. I might do that very thing. Yeah, thumbs up on these. Maybe not like a giant enthusiastic thumbs up. It's just it's a very nice sardine. So yeah, it's gonna say thumbs up on that. So yeah. The question is, what year was the blue M&M first introduced? Let's see. Janice Yamanak said 1995. Miguel Rangel said 1990. Julie said the 1990s. Yeah, you're all correct. I guess it was 1995. So you're all correct. There we go. All right. So we've gone through, I think that's all our snacks. That's all our snacks. And I'm just going to put these on top because I think we're going to retire the cards for today. I mean, for the time being. Maybe we'll go back to creating some trivia questions on that. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have some fun stuff, different stuff, new ways to do it. But I do have this World Market bag. Oh, it still says Cost Plus on it. Look at that. And we can use this as one of our grab bags at some point in time. And there we go. Let's see. All right. Well, I'll figure it out, Janice. I might, because the moment you want to put butter on it, it usually goes on toast. So I'm probably going to toast the bread and put butter on it. But I used Dave's Killer bread. You can use any bread. All right, toast it. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, you're going to do if you're going to have Marmite on toast, you're going to put butter on it anyway. So I might put some butter on it as well. But like I said, they specifically had the Branson pickle there. I did see that there. We have these sardines. I have Marmite. So there you go. I'm going to do that this afternoon. Curious Val, have you heard of the Seattle stair climb? I have not. I imagine is it probably similar to the Filbert Steps in San Francisco? Um, I don't know that I'm trying to remember if we filmed. Yes, we did, because we did an episode at Coit Tower. Now, if you've never seen Coit Tower in San Francisco, because everybody knows what used to be the Transamerica building, which is the big, tall, pointed building. They have some really tall buildings. I think the Salesforce building is the tallest building in San Francisco now. Huge, huge building. Everybody's familiar with Golden Gate Bridge. Everyone's familiar with the Transamerica building, and not a lot of people are familiar with Coit Tower. So Coit Tower, I think, opened. I want to say it was like. I think it was like the 1920s or so. 1920s, might have been earlier than that. And there was a wealthy woman in San Francisco who bequeathed the money to build the tower, and it was a tribute to firefighters who were worked through the earthquake in 1906, the big San Francisco earthquake. And that's why the tower itself looks like the nozzle of, or the former nozzle of, a fire hose. And so we did an episode there. It was on the we did a WeGo main show, San Francisco trip with Matt and Chris Reckless from Reckless Eating. And we climbed up the Filbert Steps to get to Coit Tower. And so I think on my episode, I focus on Coit Tower, but I also focus on going up the Filbert Steps to get to the top of it. So I don't know if it's the same kind of thing as the Seattle stair climb, Scott. But Janice, can you do me a favor? Can you find our Coit Tower episode and put the link up for that? But I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with the Seattle gum wall. We've been there, Scott, but I'm not sure I've heard about the Seattle stair climb. I have to check into that. You want to give me more details on that? All right, so it is time on Trippy Food when we do our goop melange. David Wardle's version. Oh, thank you. And you, Janice, if you could also give me the Trips version of that, that would be cool too. All right, so it's time for goop melange. So let's see. I don't suppose there's any special order from this. I think this chocolate's going to mess things up. That's just me, though. We'll see. Let's try to break this up. Let me break that up on the bottom of the. Yeah, that'll work. Break up that chocolate without breaking the glass. See if I can do that. I'm betting I can't. I'm betting it's going to be disaster. Blood everywhere. Not blood orange. Blood. I think I need another one. Yeah, I think that the taste of bittersweet chocolate is going to kind of be really strong in here. The bittersweet chocolate is strong in this one. I think that's as good as we're going to get it. Now let's see. Our watermelon popcorn. We'll see. Too much, but enough. It's fine. This stuff is addictive, this watermelon popcorn. If you get a chance to try that. Thank you, Janice. So Janice just posted the link for our Coit Tower episode from San Francisco with Matt Zion and Chris Reckless. And we walk up the Filbert Steps. So Seattle Stair Climb is a firefighter competition. It is a cancer and leukemia fundraiser. We climbed 68 stories and 1,131 steps on. I got a spot on next year's climb. So is it one of the buildings, Scott? Is it in one of the buildings where you're doing that, or is it an up and down kind of thing? How does that work? The most I climbed was, let's see, did I go back up or was it just down? It was just down. So I worked on the 23rd floor of an office building in El Segundo. And whenever they had a fire drill, you could not take the elevator, so you had to walk down. So it was walking down 17 flights. And it didn't seem like much. It didn't seem like, like I'm walking down 17 flights of stairs. Can't be that much. But I'm here to tell you, the next day, oh my God, legs, so much pain. All right, so we got our olives. Let's see. You have to cut that up with a knife. They're so soft. Yeah, 1 second to find the name of the building. My guess is because it is such a tall building that they're using the Salesforce building. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm off on that one. You're talking about Seattle, and I was stuck on San Francisco. So I don't know what the tallest building in Seattle is. I think some people would say the Space Needle, but the Space Needle is a tower and not really a building. You can't take stairs up. I think there's a ladder if you feel like climbing that ladder. They probably don't let you. And now our Cacao blue cheese and caramelized onion chips from Keogh, which are just amazing. Love these. In the Columbia Center in downtown Seattle. Not familiar with that, but I will check it out. Oh, Jules, is that the thing? Jules, you found it. Okay, cool. Oh, you're the you do yours is for the Hancock building, the Hancock Tower. Hancock Tower is what is that, Jules? 60 stories? The Hancock Tower, I think it's 60 stories, if I'm not mistaken. And Jules, did you tell me that they reopened the what is the other building? The Prudential building? Did they reopen that? Because the Prudential building, they used to have a observatory on the top, and then it closed for a few years. They had a restaurant up there, which was top of the hub, overpriced, but they made it up in the view. I don't remember if it was revolving or not. I don't think it was, but the view was spectacular up there, the top of the Prudential building. The Prudential building was the tallest building in Boston for the longest time until they built the John Hancock Tower, which I think was 1974, somewhere around there. 1972, 1974, somewhere in there. It was the tallest building. I think they have one that matches that now. I think there's one that might be even taller than the John Hancock building now. But also at the top of the Prudential building was WBCN. So where WBCN first broadcast out of the top of the Prudential building. That was years and years and years ago. Let's see, the Lay's lamb chips that don't have any lamb in them. Oh, full gear. Wow. Okay, that's a lot more challenging, Jules, that they're doing full gear. That's crazy. Tower of the Americas. Tower of the Americas is in San Antonio. Tower of the Americas is San Antonio, and that's also a freestanding tower. So that's very similar to the Space Needle or Reunion Tower in Dallas, the CN Tower in Toronto. It's also a freestanding tower. Jules, I think if I'm not mistaken, Jules, we took you to the Tower of the Americas in San Antonio. I think, didn't we take you there? If I'm not mistaken. What am I missing? I got both chips, these chips, the bar, I think we got everything. Oh, the tuna. I mean the sardines. Missing the sardines. I'm gonna put like just a little bit of the sardines in there only because I need that for the sandwich that I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the juice and a little bite of tuna in there. What a mess. Getting things everywhere here. 60-story. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's Space Needle, but they were booked. Yeah. Yeah, they were. Which was too bad. It was fun. Get to see the Space Needle some other time. And the one in Dallas. The one in Dallas was Reunion Tower. Reunion Tower in Dallas. The one that looks like a golf ball up in the top. I had dinner. There's a restaurant up there. I had dinner up there. Really nice view. I think that one does rotate. Oh. I would think with the chocolate and the sardines and the olives together that this would be bad. It's really not. It's a weird combination of flavors for sure. Olives are really strong in here, as I thought it would be. The chocolate is a really strong taste in here. Not bad though. Not bad at all. Usually when you mix that sweet and savory together, it doesn't really go, and salty. Jules, I think I've been to every one of the freestanding towers. I've been to CN Tower once in Toronto. The Tower of the Americas several times. Space Needle several times. Reunion Tower a couple of times. One of the things and maybe you guys should do this, because I've always found it really interesting, is when you travel, you go to a city you haven't been before, try to find the tallest place in the city that has like an observatory. Sometimes it's not easy to find. Like sometimes it's not like you need to get special permission and everything. Like in Houston, there's a office building. I'm trying to remember the name of the building. It was the tallest building. They had this thing called the Petroleum Club, I think it was, at the top of it. And I called them and I asked them, and I said, hey, look, I'm in from out of town and everything, and I would just like to come up and just see the view up there, if that would be okay. And they said, yeah, come on down and we'll meet you in the lobby. They met me in the lobby. They showed me around, showed me the view and everything. So it's a really good way to get kind of the lay of the land. I've been up to the Sears Tower, been up both John Hancock and Prudential, Empire State Building, World Trade Center. Have not been up the Chrysler Building. Do want to do that. Here in LA, I've been up to, what is that? The white round building that they always destroy in movies? US Bank Building. I've been up there. Been up to Reunion Tower here. I'm sorry. The hotel. That hotel has a rotating restaurant on the top. I can't remember the name of it. Here in LA. Been there. No. That's pretty good. Not great. Really interesting combination of flavors. Thumbs up, trending downward. But not as horrible as some of the ones that we've done. So I can see by the old clock on the wall that you can't see. I can't see it either. I'm lying to you. But we have come to the point where we are done. And it is a Sunday, and I appreciate you sticking with us and stopping in on a Sunday, making us part of your weekend. Again, moving forward, we're thinking of maybe moving the live stream to Sundays, just because logistically that seems to make sense at the time. But I'm working with it. We'll try to figure that all out. But as always, the high point of my week is getting together with you guys, and I really appreciate it. You guys are a great community. We don't have a lot of trouble. We have a couple people who like skirt that line a little bit. There's no troublemakers in here. Never had to ban anybody. It's interactive. Love talking to you guys. Learn from you. Hopefully you learn from me, and we all have a lot of fun. So again, I appreciate it, and I thank you guys so much for taking part of your weekend to join us, and for your continued support over the years. So again, if you watch our live streams and you enjoy our channel and you have not subscribed, then please do so. It helps us like our videos, and also the other people that that we work with, like Janice Yamanaka. Her channel's amazing. Tom, you guys have seen Tom on Old Guy in Colorado. Reckless Eating, LA Beast. There's just so many people. We have such great channels. If you don't know who those channels are, go to our YouTube channel on the main page, click on or scroll down to featured channel, and they're all in there. So check them out. And then when you like them, and I think you will, subscribe and like the videos, because it helps them out too. We need to get Tom to 1,000 subscribers so we can watch him eat raw oysters with Vienna sausage, with chocolate syrup, with blue cheese dressing. I'm going to see that. Janice, I didn't mention this. Janice just recently hit 3,000 subscribers. So she just recently got to 3,000 subscribers. A round of applause for Janice, who just recently got to 3,000 subscribers. My understanding is she has one of the 2023 One Chip Challenges, and she's going to do that for her 3,000 subscribers. I don't know, maybe she's waiting to see what happens and everything, but hopefully she'll do that. And Julie and I did it. It wasn't, we didn't die. So I don't think it was as hot as last year's. Honestly, didn't think it was as hot as last year. So Janice, you should have no problem. You've done them before. You did last year's. You should have no problem with it at all. So congratulations, Janice, for 3,000 subscribers. Hopefully next time we'll be congratulating Tom for 1,000 subscribers. I haven't found the 2023 One Chip Challenge yet. Oh, so the problem is they pulled them off the shelves, so you can't get them anymore. I was in 7-Eleven the other day, and they had a sign talking about the warning of them, and I said, "Do you not have the One Chip Challenge?" And he says, "No, the company took them all back." So they pulled them off the shelves. Had I known that, I would have bought an extra one. But we did ours back before that the kid died eating them. So if I do find one, Janice, I will pick it up for you and I will hold on to it because there might be some store that either didn't send them all back or is holding them back there. I don't think we should buy them off eBay for like $200 or something. It's not worth it. That's what a lot of people did when they found out about it. They went out and they bought them up so that they could sell them on eBay for ridiculous amounts of money, which is stupid and I hate that. But anyways, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us today. Really had a lot of fun with you guys today, as always. I want you guys to have a great week, and I want you to remember that it's crazy out there. So please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.